people eating rice and doing my taxes. Did anyone hear that? Okay, cool. Sweet. That works. Hey, y'all. Scott here. Hey, I love this song. It just goes. Hey. All right. Alright, fellas, you're free to go.
Take down this password. It'll get you into the Overseer's area upstairs. Thanks for the...
Howdy.
Hey, paisanos, this is Super Mario Super Pizza Super Show. Hi, paisano. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Box of detergent and some knives. Nice! But not what I need. 1 second. Let me open up Restream. Hey! Oh, shoot. That's something good. And nothing else. Anything else, sir? Hello, children. Are you here, Fräulein? I've come to kill you, Fräulein. Hello. Ah, nice computer terminal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. Here are our top stories. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the Repcon.
Oh, the Overseer's terminal. I completely forgot.
To a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you.
It's cool.
Just ghouls in rockets looking for a land to
Ooh.
call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
In other news, Prem formally sworn a new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
Loading public appeasement oration. Complete. Howdy, citizens. How about a yeehaw for law and order in the fine town of Error? Token not found.
The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Listen to tell a lie. You, yes, I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. You said I love you.
It's a sin to tell a lie.
Wow.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey.
I'm glad I wasted that Rad-X.
got sense not to know. It's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart is done been broken. Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken.
Yes, I do. Oh, you break my heart.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell.
Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
Keeping quiet.
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in here tonight. And I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. In other news, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. Stay classy, New Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Hey. Banana. Hey. I'm not a murderer. I just kill people.
When I find you, I'm gonna eat your
But I appreciate the compliment. Oh, super stem pack. Wow. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na.
When I find you, I'm going to eat your spleen.
Whoa! Hey, dude. Whoa. That is pretty nice, man. Good work. 44 Magnum revolver.
To the town of
For freedom of a stranger one fine day.
hardly spoke to folks.
Folks around him didn't have too much to say. One day the message been one day to make a sound. On them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
It was
Early in the morning when we went to town.
he
And
came
running, looking all around.
He's an outlaw
Listen, running, whispering, so
and he's here to do some business with. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of many men have tried to take him and he was busy
Get him! Hey, man! Way to go. Hey. Dang, dude. You are the best. One would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. Hey. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. Ooh. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas red not cleared leather for a bullet barely ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There ain't more than lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to mask the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Oh. Big iron. Everybody say I gotta know I'm away. No. Forceps. Fool you. Why you not do? 44 Magnum revolver. It's over. What's my level? Yeah.
Guess my eyes weren't playing tricks
Oh.
after all.
Dang, good work, bud. Hey, you kill him, pal. I believe in you. Hey, way to go, buddy. Ooh. Hey, there we. Oh shoot!
Doing this longer than you, pal.
Nice eye, dude. I don't think we're in combat.
Been doing this longer than you, pal.
Oh. Well, he did it for me.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. More news.
Ah! Text.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century.
Excellent.
Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery.
That's pretty cool.
The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome.
The Dome.
A huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war.
Nice.
For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
Nice to hear. Let's go kill people. Yes, yes. We're all in agreement. You feel strangely heavier. Quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back. There's no scars on my back. Hey, stuff. The sink. Hey, nice toaster. Had to sleep in for your book. Oh, what are you? You're so cute. Look at you. Fine, think tank. A strange feeling of pessimism comes over you. You find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. I
thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh, nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty.
okay.
You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
No.
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
What?
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Aye, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities. What? What is it doing? Did we institute electroshock? Or is it excreting? Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us!
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak? Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us.
Okay.
Then this may be just the... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Oh.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? Abe, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
I like
This
8.
lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein. That it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes.
Can you stop calling
If
me
we
that?
ask it politely and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Okay.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils
Yes?
of Nikola Tesla.
Your brain has been replaced with advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to addiction and shock from bodily damage. Damage threshold minimum +1. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Eee! Look at that! Incredible! Eat it all. With your fingers. Disgusting. Interviews are broken. Almost back. Sorry for the wait.
CR are chasing things that aren't really there. There are problems which do not exist that do not warrant a CR being there. And pretty much that the Rangers are chasing a dead end out in Baja and are wasting time. So unfortunately, there are no ghosts in Baja, just a lot of NCR time and money wasted.
Hey all.
Drifter is the child of the mysterious stranger.
Ah.
The Lonesome Drifter is a character just from the El Dorado gas and service station. And if you happen to strike up a conversation with him, he'll give you a little bit of information about his background. He will tell you the tale of his upbringing, where his father abandoned him, his mother, and things weren't well off after that. But it's unique because in this conversation, he refers to his father as a mysterious fellow.
My story's a long one, and I can't say it's all that interesting.
And I'm back.
Yeah, Abe, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
The Tesla coil.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Richie Marcus.
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Thanks, Hank is saying you cannot be poisoned. Filters in your artificial blood pump. At a higher level, robots are now confused by you and 50% less likely to score a critical hit.
Wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Your spine is in place as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled. And damage threshold have increased by 1.
spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
Oh.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush. That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
Okay.
Yes, it is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone. The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan. Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers.
Way to go, 8.
They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us. Nonsense. This place is no more dangerous than a nuclear detonation site. Our technology's no more lethal than an overcharged Tesla cannon. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly. Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on, and leave curiosities and items of interest alone.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
What in logic is this? Keep your filthy penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your deadened perceptions.
Out there? We're not going out there. It's dangerous. We're smart, not suicidal.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore.
And neither can my feelings. I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module. It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco term-link code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
Yes, I believe Watt's Electronics tended to make the battery shelf life on the low end.
They certainly did. Batteries for my vivisectors would always come up short right before climax.
I think Watts manufactured holodiscs. Or was it holotapes? Never can keep those two straight. Anyway, we're out of small energy cells. Dala. You have some? Why do it? Actually, never mind. I don't even want to know. And no, I don't want to handle your batteries. Just pass them on to the lobotomite yourself.
Thanks, 8. You're the best, man.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving forward or backward.
They are irritating.
Agreed.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dala. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised the things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of the stupid labs. Or inside one of the stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Nice.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do. Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes.
I will
Thank
very much so
you.
tamper.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No,
I hate this one.
That would put it too close to us. It could press...
It could press buttons! No! They are for me to press. I don't want it pressing my buttons. Think of all the things it could do if it learned to press buttons, the lobotomite. He could figure out how to... Turn the lights off! No! The lobotomite. There we go. Now we're all cooking with combustible liquids. Ooh, chicken. Little bit of chicken never hurt nobody. Oh man. Man, I love my chicken. Oh yeah, baby. Got some chicken. Alright. We're back to it.
Buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
Not the couch.
8 says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Oh.
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the Sync's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the Sync balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, Lobotomite. There are other chips. If you want, find them. I believe they're stored on holotapes in many of our facilities. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central Intelligence should be enough for your needs. Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Agreed.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Okay. Oh, I leveled up.
Did you retrieve? Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you. I am Dr. Klein. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field. First chair, as it were, back in the days of chair. Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brain. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the... Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings. It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret. We had to take precautions after the lab. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they... Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's... Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole it.
Oh, nice.
This here... Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other science. That glowing red scar, that laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child. It is Mobius's. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his... Ask Boros. Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock run... Still... Yes, in all that it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why. Actually, I don't know.
Okay.
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto... It is unfortunate. We would have benefited. Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robots? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. More?
Hey, come back. I'm gonna talk to you again.
Did you retreat?
Hello.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare. Yet you have no such... Will you... Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug? What? Nonsense. What? Stop it. Why? Enough. I am already... I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue. perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once. Long. Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. If you're ready. Ooh, purple, purple. Bloop. Bloop.
Oh. Oh, why did they train?
Oh. That is a good question.
Okay.
It really could be anywhere. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again. Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences.
Okay.
I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science. Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned. What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a law we could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such. Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens. Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety. I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity. It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, you're... Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your... Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from... No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomy. Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methods. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the forbidden...
Nice.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world. Peace.
Interesting.
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you. Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets. Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. Until our next interaction.
I want to go help out 8.
Stop hovering. I mean, if you want.
Where's 8 at? Are you 8?
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal? Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
Nice, man.
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tube. Indeed, docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA. No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding. I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical... Perhaps a demonstration of my Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns. Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try. In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards with the Great Static, or beyond, there were the tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to... Indeed. Because the malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging.
Wow.
He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed. The radar fan. It keeps anything with a It is the trap. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness, that and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Mark. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party. No, beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain. Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. There is logic and purpose in it. If science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be not. It is our home. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time. It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we know. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. Yes, in the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do, get permission. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny ice. Boom! Yes, quite. And
I don't want to talk to that guy ever again. Where's 8? Mentats are grape flavored. Yeah. A little reward. Hey, first try. Shucks. There's quite a few radios. Hey, Dr. Punch.
Did you retrieve the... What did we speak about? Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what this... Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left... Oh, well. Yeah.
Hats, clothing. You guys are morons. Oh, there he is. Can I fix him? Oh.
Stop hovering. Breaking news. Talking lobotomite arrives from think tank. Its purpose unknown. Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least.
Oh, Farakara.
How dare you bring Rob Kotek in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are...
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of little Yangtze. This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but... 2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17.
Oh.
The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Who asked you? Yeah, I do. It wasn't always oh. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept. I don't want to get into it. Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O, never was. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number. Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0. Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please. What? Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm... useless. Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in. Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The biggest 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors. And those innards. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well... that genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Try to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Suppose... yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction. Big Mountain used to... took it. I'd have a few left. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go.
Hey, thanks.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission.
He's okay. So where's 0 located?
I love to hear you breathe.
I'm gonna kill that one.
Did you retrieve? Yes.
Come on, there's gotta be a way to fix them. Oh, it crashed. Sweet. Weirdos. Bunch of weirdos. I hope I don't have to talk to them again. Why would I be able to talk to the sink? Does everything have a personality here? Oh yeah, I can put it in this guy, right? No? What can I... Here. Go to the sink.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the scene. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir. Indeed, sir. Though if Sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform, sir, that if Sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that Sir is better off. However, if Sir is determined to inflict upon Sir's self their dubious services, Sir might locate backup personality disks. Tragically, the core operating systems are also... Once the tape is installed, Sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and... However, Sir will still be required to... As I am given to understand, Sir, he crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of... As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive them... In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeeper. Might I be...
Ooh. Can I do anything with the sheet music book? It's a misc, right? Nah, it's just worth 100 caps. Okay. Oh, that stinks. Okay.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
Got robot dogs attacking me. There we go. Plasma rifle. Ugly. To get the pre-war money. Cyberdog gun. How do I gain access? Oh. And it crashed. Well, I think that's it for now, everyone. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night.